Have you ever gotten stoned, been blazed, not even a little contact high? Whether you've smoked pot or not, legalizing weed is an issue the US government and other countries increasingly can't ignore. So, step out of your hot box and come with us on a little journey as we take a look at the biggest arguments for and against legalizing recreational marijuana. Almost half of Americans have tried weed and even more think it should be legal, especially celebrities like Riri, who Instagrammed herself smoking a fatty, or Matt Damon, who once told the BBC about the first time he ever got high, which was with his mom. Problem is, they're not the ones getting punished for breaking the law. It's young people and especially people of color. Get this. Blacks and whites smoke pot in roughly the same numbers, but blacks are almost 4 times as likely to get arrested for possession. A single marijuana arrest can make it harder to get a job, financial aid, or even housing. And who's fronting the bill for all this police work targeting possession? Americans' honest tax dollars to the tune of $3.6 billion in 2010 alone. Legalization would not only save enforcement money, but it could also make consumption safer. Advocates say regulating marijuana and taxing it is better than having people consume stuff illegally without even knowing what's in it or where it came from. Another argument to legalize? Tobacco and alcohol are legal, and so are prescription drugs, so why not Mary Jane? There are no fatal diseases clearly associated with weed, unlike tobacco or alcohol, and you can't overdose on marijuana, unlike legal prescription drugs, which are killing more Americans than heroin and cocaine combined. Still, legalization opponents, like the White House, say health risks, especially for young people, are exactly why weed shouldn't be legal. They argue that brain development takes a hit. Literally. Some studies have associated prolonged marijuana use at a young age with cognitive impairment and lower IQ. Opponents also warn that legalization could lead to reefer madness. But the jury's still out on that one. One study has already shown that in states where medical marijuana is legal, high school students did not end up using it more. Finally, a big argument against legal weed is that stoned drivers pose a risk to everyone on the road. And the problem is you can't measure weed intoxication as effectively as alcohol. Pot stays in your system for so long that there's no way of telling if you smoked an hour ago or a week ago. So, those are the nuggets at the heart of the legalization debate. And even though the White House is against it, guess who admitted to getting high when he was younger?
When I was a kid, I inhaled frequently. That was the point.
Well, he did pretty well for himself, besides that whole hypocrisy thing. But where do you stand? Should America legalize recreational weed? Tell us what you think, and even if you don't puff, make sure to pass along this video.